Joining me now, Steve Ellis, Vice President of Taxpayers for Common Sense, Jennifer Rubin, who writes the Right Turn column for Washington Post. You know, Steve, you are my guru on this stuff. You get in the weeds of all the CRs. We've been funding this government through continuing resolutions for years now. I don't actually understand how this happened. Like, my sense, too, is that Democrats got more of their priorities than the White House did, but I don't understand how did that even come to be?
Well, one is the deck was sort of stacked against the administration. I mean, the funding levels in the base part of the budget were all established back in 2015, the Bipartisan Budget Act. So you already kind of knew the level of funding, and you knew the level of this extra slush fund war funding, the Overseas Contingency Operations account. So it was very hard to play with this in the margins. And that's why I think that a lot of the Appropriations Committee, the members who write the bills, would say, we should have just done this in December, cleared the deck. You would have had a fresh start with the FY18 budget rather than dealing with this. You've also got, Steve, this amazing admission by Mulvaney today about miners' health, which was a big, there's a lot of money for it, and it was a big question about whether it was going to get funded. Here he is basically saying, yes, of course, we were using the miners as bargaining chips. Take a listen.
The President is asking me since the day I got here for a way to fix the miners' health issue problems that they have in Appalachia. And we were simply waiting for the opportunity to give it as part of a bipartisan discussion so that we could get something in return.
It strikes me as a kind of saying the quiet part loud kind of thing for Mulvaney to do, Steve.
Yeah, and I mean, certainly the one thing that's important to know about this miners' health provision as well is one of its big proponents of getting this fixed is Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. So to some point, this deal was probably going to happen, I have to say. And it was also a sticking point when they extended the budget in December. This was an issue that Senator Manchin from West Virginia was pushing on as well. And so, I mean, I think this comes down to, and kind of to your original question to me, Chris, is that the Democrats have a lot of sway, and it's not just in the Senate where they have the filibuster, it's also in the House because you have the Freedom Caucus members who are probably not going to vote for anything if it doesn't cut a lot more, and so they need Democrats.
This is a great point, Jennifer. The Freedom Caucus walks on a bunch